and the ICT and the medical technology.
And the UMCG is the University Hospital Medical Center from the city of Groningen.
Yes, exactly.
In the city of Groningen. Okay. Monique?
So my name is Monique Taverne and I work also at the UMCG, and my function at the UMCG is as an innovation advisor. I try to help to actually make sure that we build the right things in order to provide more value for our end users, patients, but also healthy citizens.
Okay, so you're track sponsors for the health track?
Yes, definitely.
Health is a very broad term. What kind of challenges have you created for the teams?
We created two different challenges. One on personal health records. You can imagine that we have electronic health records from the hospital itself, where we store the data and give our patients access, and this is the other way around, whereby we give the patients access to they own the data and they give us access to the data, so they are more in the lead. And perhaps you want to tell something about the second challenge.
Yeah, so the second challenge is about the research marketplace. So it's you can look at it as from a perspective of a patient, but you can also look at it as a perspective of a researcher. And the question is, how do they come together? How can a patient provide data that a researcher wants to use in his research, his or her research? And we like to have a solution in the blockchain for that. And some of the things within that is consent. How do we get consent from the patient for using the data by researchers?
That's a big challenge, I would think. So the teams must be very energetically at work. How much of preparation took place for those teams? Can you tell us a bit about the run-up to this hackathon?
So I guess the teams have prepared well. They've done their homework because we got loads of questions already in preparation towards this hackathon. What we did, we've been working on these challenges since September even, to start quite broad, visionary, and make them more concrete month by month, in order to enable the teams to, after the hackathon, actually implement and realize and pilot stuff. What we did is we created toolkits with very specific data, information, APIs. There's even a company that created a sandbox and APIs for them to build on. So we don't have to start from scratch, but the teams can start from a good point where they can actually make things happen.
Great. So well prepared, but hitting the ground running, so to speak. What are your expectations? What do you think will be presented on Sunday?
Well, I hope they're going to exceed our expectations, and I believe they will. But what do we expect? Well, we expect them to come up with a solution for the problem we proposed. And it's very tempting to make something very sexy, to be able to implement something sexy that will take another 20 years. So we're expecting solutions which we can start developing, building and testing tomorrow, basically.
Because that is your acceleration track, the track that starts on Monday, for which you will probably invite the winners or maybe the runner-ups even. Will the teams that go into the acceleration tracks only work with the UMCG, or?
No, we at the acceleration we have lots of parties. We are just organizing it, but we already have, I think, about 6 or 7 parties. That's also funders, but also experts on legal or on technical things. So we want to organize it at the 7th of May, and lots of parties joining to hear what the team or the teams, depending on what are the solutions they provide Sunday, what they propose, then together with them brainstorming how to bring those solutions further. And it depends on what solutions we will
obviously,
see.
yeah,
of course. So
One very important partner I think we should definitely mention is also partner of the health track. That's the Ministry of Health that's joining us in this trip towards exploring what blockchain can mean for healthcare.
Okay. How do you consider your position as a hospital in an international setting with regards to blockchain? Because blockchain and health and medical records is one of the first things that was mentioned as soon as people started thinking about blockchain. You won't be the only one researching this. Have you any idea of your position with regards to other initiatives?
Well, that's a very difficult question because loads of people are obviously working and exploring. That's not all out there.
No.
And sometimes they are exploring things that might be interesting to us, which we don't know about yet, but we definitely do our best not to do things twice. So to find out about other initiatives and to try to get in touch with them. So we have good connections with Sweden, with Norway, with England, even up to Greece, to try and work together and not try and do the same thing again. And even within the Netherlands, it's difficult to find the real projects and to work together, but we're doing our best.
Awesome. So thank you very much for joining me here. Wishing you all the best, particularly wishing all the teams in your track the best. You'll be around. Did you bring experts for them to consult?
Yes, we brought a lot of experts. I think about 25 experts, not all available here, but also available by phone. So I think we hope we have all experts that are needed and are asked by the teams. We do our best.
We'll be finding out. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching the live stream. Stay tuned for some news of the grid.